Hi Aquarius, thank you for tuning in. This is a weekly reading for the week of April 23rd. This is my first time doing a 6-card spread. It was inspired by a fellow reader, and I did decide to experiment it with myself and see how it goes. So if at the end of the video you want to leave your comments or your feedback, because I do need your help to determine if this should be a weekly thing, right? So feel free to leave your comments or opinions in the comments section. Okay, so again, this is for the week of April 23rd. Okay, for Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, so this is where you are. This is where you want to be. This is your focus. Wow, this card is coming up very, I joke you not. Look at the other videos, same position, 5 of Cups. This is where your focus is taking you. Advice, additional advice. It's kind of creepy. It's all coming up in the same positions for many. And I shuffle well. Okay, so where you are. It seems with the 5 of Wands, you are in a place of a little bit of inner conflict or outer conflict, a little bit of misunderstanding or disagreement. So that's not necessarily to say there's full-on fights, arguments, or tensions, but disagreement. It could be within yourself. It can be with others. It could simply be that you're just not on the same page and certain expressions kind of clash. Where you would like to be, I have the 10 of Swords, so over and done with that. You would like to be past that phase or over that drama or finished with something, or finished with something, okay? And your focus is the 5 of Cups, so there may be a desire or a focus to kind of pull away from that, to create a distance, or to be away from this certain circumstance, situation, person, to create a little bit of space, right? Because when there is certain tensions, misunderstandings, the more space there are between these tensions, misunderstandings, the more breathing room there is, the more free flow, the more movement, right? And where this focus is taking you is exactly there, the Queen of Swords, with a healthy distance, a healthy barrier, a healthy wall that is not too close, but it also gives you the opportunity to see things from a healthy distance, from a healthy space. So once that is over with, you will no longer get so close or so involved or so invested in something that you know may create tensions. You know, a basic example being you may not bring up a particular subject or theme in conversation with a particular type of person because you very well know how that may go. So you will keep a healthy distance. You will take a different approach. You will see it from all different angles, but you're not going to really involve yourself too much. Advice is the 6 of Swords. So to transition or to move on, which kind of makes sense because with the 5 of Cups, if there is this space, this distance, or this desire for this space, this distance from an issue, a person, a situation, a circumstance, it will require particular transition of, it can be on all levels, a transition from being as involved, and transition from being as consuming your time with these disagreements or tensions or conflicts or things that don't seem to quite agree with you. There will need to be movement away from that, which it seems like with the 5 of Cups is what your focus is anyways. And an additional advice is the 7 of Cups. So there are options, there are options of how you will create that distance. And there are many ways you could do that to create that space. It could be no longer to socialize with certain groups or people, or it could be no longer to open certain conversations. It could be taking a different approach with colleagues or those who are work related. It could be taking a new angle on a project. It could even be redecorating your home so you feel different about coming home, or trying a new recipe, or investing in something you wouldn't usually invest in. There's many different ways of making that transition away from things that might seem to be conflicting or tensions or disagreements, because with the 10 of cups in the what you want position, it seems that you want that to finish, or you kind of want that to kind of blow over, which will be a lesson in its own on how to approach or how to handle things like that in the future. But in the advice positions, there will need to be a transition nonetheless. Even though it blows over, there needs to still be forward movement. It can't just be that it is finished and okay, I can relax now. There still needs to be a transition. And there are many different ways to do that as well. Yeah, that's what I have for Aquarius for this week. So please do let me know what you thought of the 6 card spread. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments section. Again, this was experimental. I've never done this before, so be gentle. I hope it was helpful. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Thank you so much for tuning in.